Welcome! Grey Wolf Racing's last race of the season at Zolder. I am your host, Willie Owens, and you're welcome. You're welcome to hit the sub button below. Hit the like button if you like it. If you dislike, hit the dislike button. That's fine too. I do take thank yous in the comments below or constructive criticism, as long as you don't get personal with like the idiots, stupid, and arguing back and forth. I'll leave your comments. I don't mind them. In fact, when I make a mistake, I'll apologize, say sorry. I have no problem with that, or retracting comments. Sometimes I do make mistakes. We all make mistakes. But the main thing here is to watch a good replay of a race and all enjoy racing. I'm just stepping away for just a moment as we get ready to start here, and we'll be right along with you just shortly. So we're still waiting for the server to launch. We'll be right with you shortly. As soon as the server comes up, we will be online and ready to go and announce the race. Hang tight, guys. See, the drivers are starting to load in. There's 3 already on the server. And we're live at Zolder. We'll be right back momentarily. All right, so this is the free practice. It's currently 4:04 p.m. and we have 10 drivers on track. We have one driver that can't get in because of password issues, it seems. Hopefully his problem gets remedied. Test.
Okay.
Hey guys, have a great race today. There is a guy in general race chat that says he's not able to join. I don't know if he got in or not. His name is Bloodwolf Altheraz. So he's not able to get in. Has he been thrown out? So I just wanted to come in and tell you in case nobody saw that.
If he was part of it before, but hasn't bothered turning up for the entire season, he might have been disqualified.
All right, I didn't know if maybe he was somebody that had been racing with you right along. I just wanted to make sure you saw it.
I recognise the name, but yeah, I can't remember the last time I saw him in a race.
He said he was in my stream last week, and he said he's part of Fry Guys or something like that.
I recognise the name.
I wasn't sure what that was, but okay. Anyway, guys, have a great race. Good luck on going back to the stream.
Yeah, buddy. Cheers.
There we go. Riding with 513 of James Parks. National Racing 513. Second night race in a row going on here. This race is at Zolder. I say Zolder's a pretty tough track. I wouldn't say it's as tough as, say, Zandvoort, but you know, it's different angles for different people. I would say this is a moderately difficult track. See, James, there's someone coming up behind him right now. Going to the Helicam view. There he is. As always, James makes a lot of room for people. Very accommodating driver. So far, there's the early times. Drysdale with a 130. Harper 130. High with 132. Jones 135. We're up to 12 drivers. I can join. Bloodwolf says I can join. Says server is full, but I am in the starting list. I don't know. I don't know if you heard the conversation, Bloodwolf. I tried to go in and find out what the issue was for you, but that's about as much as I could do. I'm not an administrator here, so I don't know what to say. I'm not sure either where you get the password either, because I have a completely separate password from the rest of the drivers, and it wouldn't be really my place, even if I did know it, to give it out. I would, on Facebook, if you have Facebook, message the administrator, who's Evans, or, you know, go into the chat in Discord chat and maybe ask them. The server definitely is not full, and there's plenty of spots on the server. So this race today is going to be 15-minute practice, 15-minute qual, and then a 1-hour race. One pit stop mandatory. Refueling is allowed, but not mandatory. Mandatory is the tire changes. The weather is 20. Weather randomness set on 3. Cloud level 0.3, rain 0.1. Difficulty on the server is maximum 25. Stability control. Auto steer is disabled. Ideal line disabled. Auto pit limiter is allowed. Auto gear is disabled. Auto clutch is allowed. Auto engine start allowed. Auto wiper allowed. And disposable disable auto lights is allowed. Trying to find the... I always have a hard time navigating this site. Trying to find the actual championship points for the entire series. Let's see, events, results, statistics, series. Statistics. Scoring. Standings. Finally found it. There it is. We'll go over the standings real quick. Here's your standings. Jonathan Earl in first place with 325 points. Philip Staples in second with 232. Mark Jones. Here's the big battle right here between third and fourth. Mark Jones with 205. Mike Smith 204. But it looks like he's not... I don't know if he's not racing today because he's grayed out. Let's see. Is he racing? Hold on. I just realized something. I think my HUD is a bit off today. I'm gonna check something real quick. I haven't been streaming it all, so things are a bit off right now. Sorry about that. There's S. Jones. Yeah, we seem to be missing one of the Joneses today. So back to the points. Mark Jones, Mike Smith, the two drivers. Mike Smith. Don't see him yet. And Mark Jones hasn't showed up yet. So that'll be interesting. Neither one of them showed up. Maybe that's so that if they don't show up, that's it for that. That's how it ends for them. Floyd is in 5th, won 131. Uwe Tholen with 79 points and 6. Simon Jones is 7th. Barry Evans in 8th. Brian Hunter 9th. Marco Jansen in 10th. And always, always important is the rest of the field. Don't just stop at 10. Oscar, Cynthia, all these people participated in the race season, and they're all important. This is the last race. Oscar, Cynthia, Peter LaFrance, 12th. Adri Gottschalk, 13th. Cillin and 14th with 29 points. Oliver Exton, 15th with 28 points. Peter Brett, 16th with 25 points. Haxie, 17th with 24 points. 18th, Kedevec with 19 points. Not showing it. Oh, there's a tie for 20th between two drivers. James Parks with 10 starts, 18 points. Robert Insili, 10 points. Dieter Nestore with 8 points. Skilla, Fairweather, Targia, who raced last week, and I'm not seeing him so far this week. And Christian Buckley is racing today as well. That's pretty much it for your standings. There's Buckley, currently 12th. Usually I'm able to show the times on the left-hand side or the standings. I guess it doesn't do that in practice. That's why we're at Drysdale. And since it was the last race, I didn't spend too much time hyping the race up. But when the new season starts, I'll spend some time advertising the new season coming up for them. Because why not? It's pretty much what I do. 10 minutes left in qualifying here, and you see Earl is putting down some fast laps. In fact, Drysdale has done a 1:30.340. Harper 1:30.357. Earl 1:30.397. High 1:30.992. Very fast, all four of them, really very close in time. Followed by B Hunter with a 1:32.525. Then S Jones, B Evans, J Lloyd, Exton, Parks, and Staples Buckley. Staples had a very interesting race last week. He did a late pit. We'll ride with him. There he is. He had a late pit and really stretched it out. And I think he got him a top 5 last week. I'm thinking next season, what I might do is also broadcast this on Twitch, not just YouTube. I'm going to drop this link to this race a couple other places as well. Doing some, while I'm waiting for the race to start, I'm doing some promoting here for next season. Dropping some links here and there for people to check out this race and various discords. Also going to drop the link in a couple places for the actual Discord, so maybe you might get some new Discord people as well. So a little promotion going on this afternoon for Grey Wolf Racing. Whoops, I put it in the wrong box. Oh boy. There we go, I found it. I advertised Grey Wolf Racing in Grey Wolfing's own chat. I meant to put it in another chat. Oh, we're up to 12 drivers, and I think some other drivers are trying to join because it looks like there's There was one guy in chat that was looking to join. I don't know if he got in or not. There's your time so far. R. Harper, J. Earl, Drysdale. It's not over yet. Still. There you go. High just laid down a 129.7. Just took the lead. Snatched it right away from Harper. Staples in the 130s. Lloyd in the 130s. Oh, I see Staples in the Fry Guy Motorsport team. Talking about Fry Guys before. You get a lot of people that say they're going to sign up and race. It's very difficult if you're in a smaller league. Once you get to 10, 20 people that want to show up weekly, you're pretty good. But it's a matter of getting that first 15 solid people that want to race with you every week. Yeah, sorry, Blood Wolf. I tried to help you out there. In fact, we just dropped from 12 to 11 drivers. We just lost someone. Blood Wolf says he's going to use his time to practice for the big endurance race he has got soon. One thing you have to be, to get the server information, I think you have to be on SimGrid. I'm not sure if they give you the password there on SimGrid or not as well, but best way to get the password to server is to go into their Discord and just ask one of the drivers. I already tried 5 times and copied the password. It keeps saying server is full. That's weird. That makes me think like you're... Hold on just a second. Let's see if I can help you. It makes me think you're joining the wrong server or something. So this is the, if you type this or copy and paste that into the search engine on ACC, that will lead you to the server. I don't know if you've already found the right server, but I'm just doing that just in case maybe you're trying to join the wrong server. The server, as you see, is not full. There's only 11 people on there right now. There was 12, one left. Unfortunately, I think it's too late now because the race is just about to end. I mean, just about the qualifying just about to end, so gonna be out of luck. I tried to help you as best I could. Sorry that you didn't get in the race. So qualifying has ended with Jay Earl in first, Drysdale in second, Harper in third, High in fourth, Staples in fifth, Lloyd in sixth, Hunter eighth, Hunter seventh, Exton eighth, Jones, Evans, and Parks. That's the last driver trying to change his position, but there it ends. I'm going to close down Discord. Because I don't want random messages coming up on my screen. Yeah, I'm sorry, Blood Wolf. I don't know what the new league is. I have no idea. This is the last race of the season, so they'll be starting up again in another 2 weeks. Hopefully, you'll be able to get it all straightened out. I would say don't wait till Sunday. Talk to the administrator and get it straightened out like before the race starts. Make sure you get the password, find out where you get the password and all that information before, maybe the day before. This is going to be a great race between the first 4 drivers, I think. See, it gets so hard when I switch back and forth between 3 screens. My settings are all screwed up. I don't know why. Like my racing map is way over there on that side. So we're in for last week's race between the top 4, 5, 6 people. It was just tremendous. It was worth every penny to sit here and watch it. Let's hope this week is the same. As always, when I see incidents in these races, that's for the stewards. I don't get involved in incidents. I'm not an admin here. I just volunteered to call the race. There we go, green, green, green! Off they go! There's the back. Pretty clean start, it looks like. Earl off to the early lead. Earl followed by Driveway, by Harper, by Staples. There's Staples. Lloyd. Hunter. Exton. Jones. Evans. Riding with Parks. There was must have been a minor contact between the 95 and 69. 95 and 69. How could they have contact? That's strange. I don't know why I don't know why race control reported that, but that's just ignore that. See, Earl has jumped out to a nice commanding lead already. Serious action going on. That's Jay Lloyd. The 3 dropped way back. Not sure. Oh, the 3 had to start from the pits because last week he had a penalty issued that he had to start from the pits. So that's why he's way back. From Earl to Exton, not last but not least. Can't see really him in the picture. Last car you see in the picture is the 513 of Jay Parks. So far, 1 lap, almost 2 laps complete, and very clean so far. There's Hunter. Hunter currently running in 7th position. Oh no, what's happened to Parks? He's in the pit already. There's no... 30 seconds? No. We're not able to go back to see what happened. Oh, it looks like he just might have had an incident. There's a 513. Seems to be going fine, hanging in there pretty tough. It just got loose, overcorrected, and ended up in the wall. There's Drysdale. Harper has kept pace with Earl. See him taking out the cones right there. One hour race, yes. 60-minute, 1 hour race. And so far it's been very clean. Unfortunately, Mr. Parks got loose and went off. Jones, there's only 11 drivers showed up this week. It's the very last race of the week, of the season. And most of the points are already atoned for. So a lot of guys didn't, I guess, feel the need to show up. Last week there was, I think, 16 or 14 drivers. And no, there was one slight incident, but I don't know what happened at the very start. But it didn't mean, it was like a meaningless incident. And BB Lightfoot is in the stream right now, and he was Friday's winner, one of the races that I race in sometimes. And he's won back-to-back races. Good on him. I hope he continues that streak. Let's take a look at Drysdale. Currently 4 laps into the race. Coming across the start-finish line. And now it's 5 laps completed. And you have Harper first, Earl second, Drysdale third, then High, Staples, Lloyd, Hunter, Evans, Jones, and Exton, and Parks is in the pits. It's a bummer because last week I think the 513 was out early as well. It's kind of sad to see that. I feel bad for him. You see, we're riding with Jones, and you see Evans got kind of loose in front of him there. He's taking the corner. Looked like he slid around that corner a little bit. I think he's having a little bit of hard time with grip. Takes look. He's running a very low TC of 2 of 8. Oh no, it's 3 of 8. TC2 is 2 of 8. Very high brake bias of 64. When he gets on that brake, he really gets on it. You do good. Just keep staying patient. You've been very patient. That's what that's a big thing. That's my biggest problem. When something happens, it's not that I lose my patience, I lose my head, and then I start thinking about what happened as a race. When you're racing or doing, especially important in racing, as you see Jones going for the pass, you have to always live in the moment. You can't live in what happened before. If you're thinking about what happened before for too long, then everything in front of you is going to get you. Oh, you try to be very careful, as you wanted to make sure that the door wasn't shut on him. But I think Evans was trying to let him go there. It looked like. As you see by the front drivers, the front 5 drivers very competitive right now. You see at the top of your map, the 91, the 86, the 191, the 95, and the 132, all very close to each other. And also their times are all within from 130.132 to 130.620. Even Lloyd in 6th place last lap was a 130.720. Yes, new season starts, I want to say I read March 27th. And I'll be announcing these races on Sundays until it gets warm out. Then I haven't agreed to do summer races yet, but when it rains, I definitely will be on here announcing their races. But otherwise, I'll probably try and be outside, or maybe I'll do like every other week, announce their races, just to keep it going throughout the summer. But in the summertime, I like to be outside if I can, especially on Saturdays and Sundays, because I live close to the shore. I like to be outside, since it's been cooped up all winter. You see Harper now has moved up 2 positions and now is taking over first place. Not only has Harper taken over first place, he's driving away. Or not. Maybe I'll give him the commentator's curse. Yeah, you could, in this place you could pick whatever car you want. You do have to stick with the car you choose, though, I know. Evans is up 2 places from 10th to 8th. Exton dropped in the beginning because he had to start from the pits. Jones, who I thought was going to get by Evans, is backed off and now fallen back a little bit from Evans. Hunter with Staples just in front of him. Like last week, though, I think the race that's shaping up is the race between the top 4. There you see Drysdale just crossed the start-finish line. It seems like I picked up Drysdale at the same position every time I put the camera on him. He just completed his 9th lap. And his last lap was a 129.7, but not the fastest lap of the race. The fastest lap of the race belongs to Jay Lloyd in the 72, who had a 129.682. So all the way back into 6th place as owns the fastest lap of the race. That's something else right there. Drysdale closing in on Earl, it looks like. I don't know why it's not showing the information in my bottom left corner that's supposed to show up. Something is not right with my margins. Absolutely have the link, yes. Just give me a minute here. That's the link to their Discord. And they're also on the way you find the information for their racing is on SimGP. I would say I've been announcing their Grey Wolf Racing since like last July or June or something like that, on and off. I used to announce them on my old channel, which was called Sword and Keyboard. Before I made this, last summer I made this YouTube channel just for racing. I don't even really, I can't say that I know them very well or anything like that. I just happened to find them and saw them advertising. They're advertising, and I asked them one day if they would like someone to announce their races. That's how I met them. So I can't say that I know them very well, but the racing is good, and I like that they use GT style racing real life rules. And the rules model sports car racing. I like those things alone. Well, last week they had 16 people. It was pretty good. It's a nice race to broadcast. These top 5 guys show up almost every week. They're all really fast. Then there's a couple people that you know who have raced here on and off. Uwe Tholen races here on and off. Peter LaFrance has raced about, I think, 8 or 9 races. James Parks usually shows up every week. I know Buckley has raced 1 or 2 races. I'm not sure if he's raced at all this season. I try not to say too much in other league discords about the places I announce because I don't want anyone thinking I'm trying to like recruit their drivers for somebody else. So usually I'll just put the posts on Facebook or Eris Drives or on Reddit, places like that. But any of the groups that I announce or have announced for in the past, I always do my best to recruit new drivers for them and advertise them in a good light to help them build up, just as a nice thing to do, really. And you know, the more people that I recruit for them, I look at it as a chance for me to get more viewers as well. So I try to go about it in an honorable way. So if you happen to be watching this stream on replay, if you look in the chat box on the right hand side, you will see in the chat box I put the link for Grey Wolves at SimGP, simracing.gp, and also their Discord. Their new season starts in a couple weeks, and they run it Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. I think that would be 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock if you're in Europe or London. So we've been riding here with Drysdale for quite some time, but here is where the action is. Between Earl and Harper. Earl is now putting the pressure on Harper for first place. $9 p.m. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so it would start at 8 o'clock England time. Practice, I believe, was 10 minutes, followed by a 15-minute qual. Oh no, Mark Jones missed a race. I said at the beginning, I'm like, it was Mark, I think it was you. I'm still learning the names. You and someone else, I think, were tied for almost, what, 4th or 5th place overall? I'll have to look it up again. I was looking at the standings earlier, and I noticed. Oh no, it wasn't you. I'm sorry. It was Mark Jones. Yeah. Oh, okay. You're 3rd, and Mike Smith is 4th. But luckily for you, I don't think Mike Smith showed up. So it looks like you're gonna still get a podium position. Anyway. As the other guy probably thought, for whatever reason, he wasn't racing today. 2nd and 3rd, yes. So people were wondering what we're talking about. Let's see, where's my handy dandy screen? Display capture. There, you see it right there. Mark Jones, third. Mike Smith, fourth. So you're in good shape. All right. Earl going in the pits on lap 16. I don't know why, for some reason when I switched from triple screens, I lost my corner information, and it's kind of a bummer. I apologize for that, guys. So Drysdale's already pit. High's already pit. I think Harper is the only one out of the bunch that hasn't pitted. See, Lloyd's in the pit now as well. Last week, Staples stayed out for a long, long time. So there's a good chance that Staples will stay out. I'm missing something in my HUD. Full scale. Why isn't it showing enabled, 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 enabled? Let's turn this on. I can't figure out why it's not showing my corner information. See, the information that should be showing up in the bottom left-hand corner is not showing up. I don't know why that is. Usually I could hit a button and all the times will, or the lineup will show up on the left-hand side, and it's not doing that, and I can't figure out why. What if I put it in full screen? Still not working. That's a bummer. I should have checked that before the race. There's Staples currently running in second place. Harper in first. This hasn't been the best stream. I apologize for that, guys. It seems when I don't stream for like a week, I kind of have issues and it's just not as smooth. But I had to take this past week off for personal reasons, and I just couldn't race. My heart wasn't into it. Like a family thing over the last week, and so anyway, I apologize for the not having all the settings correct. Evans currently running in 10th, Jones in 9th, Exton in 8th, Lloyd in 7th, High in 6th, just in front of him is Drysdale, so they're probably in pretty good position with Earl in front of them. Earl's in, I think, better position. Earl is the 95. You see, if you look on the mini map, you see Earl just went around the next set of turns, so he's got a nice, pretty nice cushion, and he's catching up to Hunter. And I don't think Hunter is pitted yet. No, he hasn't. So Harper and Staples still have not pitted. I would say Harper's in pretty good position right now, but Staples and Hunter are losing traction. Yes, a lot of British. And on their server, there has been a lot of North American drivers that have actually no problem at all, so that's pretty good too. And the server is in, it says on their site, it says the server is in Dublin. I think High is just happy to sit behind Drysdale until they catch the pack. Last week, these guys had an absolutely great finish between the top 4 drivers, or top 5 drivers, even you should say. Harper's now in the pits. Harper's leaving the pits. Oh, he's got 2 cars leaving the pits at the same time. One is, oh my God. Oh, there was contact there between the blue flag car and Harper. Hopefully there was no damage done there. Thank you, BB. There you see the cars of Drysdale and High. And the 191 and the 86. So Harper waited to pit. Now he's got to have fresher tires, and he got out of the pits ahead of High and Drysdale. So he's sitting in pretty good position. The only one I think that has not pit at this point is Staples and Hunter. This is going to get interesting here very soon. So we're closing down to 25 minutes left in the race. Last week's race went right down to the end, and I have a feeling this might do exactly the same. See, there's Drysdale 1 sec. Oh no! That was, who was that in between them? That's Drysdale hit the curb, and no, the car in front of him is going off the track. Oh, now Hyde gets underneath Drysdale. I don't know who that was behind them, but he's just coming back on the track now. Was that Harper? Oh, Harper's the 132. He's doing all right. Drysdale. I'm not sure who that was exactly. There's been almost no incidents in this race. There's not a lot of drivers, so that's probably appropriate, but it's been very few incidents or runoffs. Pit window is 19 minutes and 10 seconds as of right now. And Staples, just like last week, he stayed out to the very last minute before he pitted. And he ended up with a top 5. Let's see if this pays off for him yet another week. Yeah, this is the second night race that they've had. Last week was Suzuka at night, I think was last week. Lloyd, who still has the fastest lap of the race, he's no slouch, this Lloyd. And he is actually reeling in, it looks like, reeling in Drysdale, who was all of a sudden kind of struggling. That is not Drysdale in front of him, though. It's just, I don't think. Oh, is it Drysdale? Yes, that is Drysdale, I think, in front of him. '66. Oh no, that's the 34 of Hunter in front of, no, that's not Hunter. I'm trying to figure out who's in front of him. 3? No. Okay, now Staples have finally pitted. He pitted earlier than I thought he would. Gotta keep it under 30, or else he's gonna get in very big trouble. He's got the pit limiter on. Wow. Hungaro's is pretty. What was your fast laps at Hungaro, BB? Just curious. I'm just wondering, like, out of curiosity, like, if my laps were even close. I can't remember what a good lap. I want to say I was doing something like 121s or 141s or something ones. I was practicing it quite a bit a couple weeks ago. Currently we have Earl in first, Harper in second, High in third. High's just gotten by Drysdale, looks like. That's a view from Drysdale's car. There's the race for first and second. .145. Yeah, I guess I don't remember what the lap times I was doing then. That's way off from what I thought I was doing. I felt like I was getting it down pretty good. Maybe you would be more careful, and maybe the track was not as hot with slower drivers or less drivers on it. Oh, Earl just stepped it up the last lap with a 129.960. He felt like Harper was catching up a little bit, and he said, no, I'm not going to have any of that. And he just stepped on it. As you can see, he just opened the gap up. There's a battle between Drysdale. Not sure who that is in front of him, if that's High or not. I'm really missing my left-hand corner statistics. I don't know why that's not showing up. Driving me nuts, really, not having that. There's a scoreboard at the moment. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars on the lead lap still. We're clicking down to almost 16 minutes left in this race. And it's going to go right down to the wire between second and third. As you see, Earl, the last couple of laps has just kicked it up into an entire different notch. wonder what happened if I go to the garage. There we go. We'll just stick with that. That tells you the scoreboard right there. Now I just need to get rid of the map. I'm afraid to work with my settings because I don't want to miss anything. Currently riding with Harper in the 132, but let's go back and to fourth. Let's just go over the whole. There's Earl in first, Harper in second, High in third. Drysdale seems to be closing the gap a little bit on High. Well, there's quite the gap between Lloyd and Drysdale, but as you see, Staples looking for another top 5 is right all over Lloyd, looking to pounce. There's your best race going on right here. "13 minutes, 20 seconds left. Started with 12 drivers, 1 driver left at the beginning. And then the 513 had an incident, and he's been in the pits the entire race. Unfortunately. Oh, no! Lloyd felt the pressure and went off. And Staples is by. And not only is by, he's got a good 5 to 6 car length lead over the 6th place Lloyd. Also looks like High extending his gap as well. Oh, wow, look at this! Earl, who had quite the lead, had turned it up and built a gap, is now being caught up by Harper. The last 2 laps, Harper has shaved off almost a second and a half. I can say one thing, the front of this race, between the first 5, 6 drivers, 2 races in a row has been extremely clean. Including the starts. riding with Lloyd in the 72. As you see, Staples has opened quite a gap between him and Lloyd. There's Staples. And then the next car is Drysdale, which there's a huge gap between them. And it looks to be as High is pulling away from Drysdale. Question is now, with 9 minutes left, can Harper catch Earl? These two guys have been going at it for like 2-3 races in a row. If you happen to be watching this race on replay later on, please make sure you hit that sub button or hit like. Or if you dislike it, hit dislike. That's fine too. If you hit dislike, right down in the bottom, like constructive criticism, I'm fine with that. Try to be partial and not really get too much into the incidents. I'll show incidents when they happen, but that's for the stewards. I don't get too into. I'll break down an incident, but I won't say like who's at fault. I try to stay out of all that. Just as I do when I watch real life racing, I'll propose some facts of what I saw, and it's for up to other people to decide whether they think the facts are right or not. Oh, I see smoke. Drysdale must have hit a little bit of dirt, and now Earl must have hit a little dirt. Now Harper just goes out off a tab, but Earl once again, there's Earl just passing a lap car. That's Hunter. Yes, he just passed him. Now Hunter goes in the grass a little. Hunter currently in 7th place. Any minute now. Or we'll just go back to Harper. Harper should be coming up any minute now on Hunter as well. You see Earl, who was in 1st place, just ahead of Hunter there. Hunter hits dirt. Hunter's having a nice race for himself, 7th place. Hunter's last lap was a 1:33.620. But Earl is just stepping up the last 2 laps, doing a 1:29 one lap and a 1:30.7 the next lap, while Harper is still fast, but he's slowed down into the 1:31s. So he's losing some ground. And if you look on the mini map, you will see the 132 in red. Now Matt High, who is the number 86, is slowly gaining. Can he gain enough? He's got 5 minutes and 10 seconds left to gain. And also, Harper has to negotiate the lap car as well. Can High, pit window's now closed. Can High catch up before they get to the back marker. There he is there. That's the 132 of Harper just in front of him. And Harper's gonna have to turn it up a notch or he's gonna have high breathing right down his neck. I tell you one thing, that Aston is a nice, stable, really nice, stable, fast car. It's a good all-around car on almost every track, really. And very easy to drive this car as well. See, the blue flags are waving. Although the blue flags look a bit purple, but they're blue. There you go. Oh, Hunter's trying to make room, but it still slowed. It definitely slowed Harper down just a tad. They're in a straight. It's a good time for Hunter to, yeah, there he goes. Hunter's out of the way. Oh, no, he's not out of the way. Tried to get out of the way, and now he's in the way. And now he's trying to get out of the way. And now High has gotten by. We all know that feeling. We all know that feeling that Hunter just had. Try not to lose time itself, but I think his position is pretty safe as X-Ton is way behind Hunter. But now, 2 minutes left in this race. The question is, can High overtake Harper? And you see, during all this, he's not close enough, but Drysdale has crept up a little bit. So if anything happens to these two drivers, I would say Drysdale is going to be ready and prepared. But now we're only clicking down to 1 minute left. Probably have one more lap. Or maybe not. Might not be one more lap. It's gonna be close. See Drysdale. Oh, is that Hunter in the background? No, is that Hunter? No, that's Drysdale in the background. Poking his head, trying to make him nervous. Trying to figure out a way to get by cleanly. He's probing, hoping for a mistake. There we go. We have one more lap. Leaders on the final lap. We do have the 69, a slower car in front of the leader. And now we have the 34 of Hunter. Oh, there goes High off the track. Oh no! Devastating. Oh, there it goes. There goes his bid. Might as well say goodbye to that now, but he did make a nice effort to try and overtake, but I'm kind of bummed that we didn't get a chance to see that come to fruition, to see at least to have them battle right to the end. Here's what we're looking at though. Evans in 10th. S. Jones in 9th. Exton in 8th. Hunter 7th. Lloyd 6th. Staples. Drysdale. Leaders coming up to take the flag right now. There it is. Good job, Earl. Congratulations. Harper. High. Drysdale. Hunter then Hunter came over the line, but he's done. He came in 7th. Staples 5th. Lloyd 6th. Lloyd also had the fastest lap in the race with a 129.682. He was no slouch. Oh, geez. Lloyd just hit Earl. Hey, Laszlo. How's it going? Nice to see you. Let's hop in and see if we can get some... let's see. I'm going to hop in and see if we can get some comments. Hello, guys.
I think I had mine after about 15 minutes, 3 track warnings.
Ooh.
I know Earl's not in here, is he?
He'll be in a minute.
He'll probably
Okay.
pop in, yeah.
So since this is the last race, if you don't mind, we'll do a little after race interviewing.
20 quid.
You're going to pay me 20 quid. That sounds great.
20 quid per interview. That's reasonable, isn't it?
That was great. I really enjoyed that. We were really hoping that we would have a battle right to the end there.
Yeah, just I didn't have the grip and I washed out under the spoiler.
Yeah,
Just keep the grip at the last lap.
it was really great to watch. I was hoping to be right to the end. I wasn't rooting for either person, but was just hoping for that battle to the end.
Yeah, it would have been nice. I thought I might just about have enough, but wasn't to be.
You 100% would have had me because I had I had damage.
Yeah, there's quite a few parts on the track where I was at I think maybe half a second quicker through the chicane.
And
if I can try and send it, I might be alright.
Yeah, I had to be careful, like I said, 'cause I had the track limit, so I had to really slow it down on that section.
Hunter tried to get out of both of your way, but it seemed a little awkward. But he definitely seemed like he was trying.
Who's that, Brian?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not the best track to overtake on.
Yeah, there's a lot of awkward positions.
Yeah.
I was stuck behind Jones for about most of the race, just because I literally just couldn't get past him.
Yeah, you got to send it.
Yeah.
Stick
But I'm
it
just
in
scared to
somewhere.
send it to then fucking destroy.
Well done, Bugs.
And Harper, you led there for a while there in the beginning.
Yeah, you not see my pit stop?
Oh, is that what happened? It was the pit stop.
Yeah, I smashed into the barrier on the entry.
Oh wait, is that when there was a blue flag car and there was 2 cars on the pit lane? Was that you?
Don't think so.
Okay, there was one of the top 3 cars was coming out of the pit lane and they got tangled up with a.
Oh yeah, that was me coming out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was. I felt I didn't see enough of what happened to make a comment, but bummer for in that position.
Yeah, I knew the pits were between me and her were going to be paramount, so literally I tried to go too fast into entry, clipped the barrier, or smashed into the barrier. Then I had 15 seconds and thought I can't change that.
I only realised I've had my microphone off for like the last however long, so I've been saying shit and no one's been answering.
Which car were you again? SX9?
I was number 3.
Mr. Exton.
Oh,
Yes.
Exton. Okay, yeah, you had to start from the pits, unfortunately, right?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, but you did. You had a pretty good race, though, I think.
Yeah, I kept it fairly clean.
Yeah, and
Didn't have any incidents with other cars, just had it off track.
so Earl, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
How's it feel?
Pretty good. Pretty good to finish the season. That was a long one.
Yeah, and the last 2 races, there was like 3 or 4 of you really competitive at the front. Man, it was fun to watch.
Yeah, it was really close. That was like I was saying on my stream,
Yeah.
how intense that race was, and it was just like mistake. Whoever was making the least mistakes. That track was slippery as well. It was slidey as anything out there.
Yeah, it was not a fun track tonight, was it?
No, it wasn't.
And even Lloyd, I don't know if you guys are. Lloyd was screaming fast. He had the fastest lap of the race.
I don't know how I got that. I've got
Yeah.
to say, I don't know how the hell I got that lap.
Hell of a job. Especially with all these really fast guys. I mean, not that you're not usually fast, but like these guys were screaming up front, and you were no slouch, that's for sure.
See, if it had been the Porsche, he'd have been up there.
Yeah, if he was in the Porsche, you'd have won that.
Yeah, the boat's not mine at the moment.
Oh, I lie. I think the Ferrari's quite good round here.
Mr.
Like,
Evans, are
it's
you
really
here?
quite good.
Is Evans
Hi.
here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Any comments you'd like to say about the season? So, like, a little wrap up for everyone that's watching or watching later.
It's been a long one. It's been an emotional one. There's been some ups and some downs. There's been an L. There's been a Matt. And there's been a little Ollie. And there's been a Sean. And then Laurie
Oh, yeah, yeah.
up. But no, overall, it's been a fun race, a fun season. Couldn't have done it without the guys, but yeah, hopefully next one we'll get that filled up.
Anything you'd like to say about next season coming up for Sundays?
Yeah, just get your asses in and register.
There you have it. Get your asses in and register.
Stop it, Barry. You're making me cry.
Anyone else like to chime in before I sign off?
Just want to say thanks to the boys for a great season of racing. It's been great fun with them.
Yeah,
Thanks
yeah.
to Barry
That was
for
great.
sorting
Yeah.
it.
And yeah,
Well
thanks
done.
Barry. You're a legend for sorting it out, mate. Appreciate it. I know it's been tough at times, but you're a legend for doing it. And that's the nicest I'm ever going to be to you because you're a dick.
Yeah.
But I love you.
Yeah, but you want to suck that.
Oh.
Okay, I'll be out of here. Talk to you guys. Great race.
Multiple streams now. have to
Thank
take
you.
them down.
All right, and that's it. That's another Buckley here, and I missed out on some of the chat, but that was basically your race leaders and the administrator for the league. And I hope you all enjoyed the last couple races I broadcast. And till next season, which starts, I think, maybe somebody could type it in later under the channel. I think the next season starts Sundays, March 27th. So there's going to be a couple weeks off, and then they're going to be starting over again. So if you're interested in racing here on Sundays, I provided a link in Discord. The link to Discord in chat. And also, you could search Sim Racing GP, Grey Wolf Racing. And there you go. You'll be on your way to joining. Good place to race. They have good rules, good administration. And, sometimes I'll be streaming the races. So thank you all for being here. BB Lightfoot, Mark Jones, Laszlo Nemeth, Bloodwolf, tried to get in the race. I tried to help Bloodroof get in the race, but I completely screwed up. Right, Laszlo? Everyone have a tremendous couple weeks off, and I wish you all the best, safety, and good health. Good night. That's it right there, folks. Your championship standings for Sundays.